Very well, Luis, well known as Lipi. Probably you don't know me, but since I was seeing him interacting a lot with you in the hall, I was wondering if anybody effectively knows what Lipi does within SAP organization. So let me by explaining what it does, which is actually exactly what I do. I'm happy to explain you and why we have been invited together with Lipi today. As you can see, as part of the customer success organization, in a nutshell, we do take care of customer success. And I believe that everybody knows what BTP is, at least at high level. Does anybody knows what BTP is? Of course, right? So within the solution area of BTP, we take care of customer success. What does it mean?
Very simple. We cannot succeed without the customers. That means we have a great sales organization. They go to your places, they solve your solutions, but once they are solved, someone needs to drive this solution and make it work. If you don't succeed, you will not use it. You will get another one. You will get no solution of your problems. So we have an organization that lead that change, that help you to walk through this journey and succeed. And that is the ultimate outcome we want to get it.
Absolutely, and it is related to a lot of things. We have been listening about learnings, we have been listening about support. We certainly discuss over the 2 days about implementations. We have implementation partner here. There's a lot of stuff. So in order to be able to effectively help you during this adoption journey, at some point of time, we stopped a little bit and we thought about to develop a methodology to be efficient and support you. And so this is what Future Ready Enterprise is. It's the name of the methodology that we developed. And very quickly, we would like you to get introduced to this methodology so that afterwards we can work together and maybe embrace and approach this methodology together.
Absolutely.
Right? And maybe we can, okay, it doesn't work, I can move into here.
Oh,
wait. Maybe we can get started from a quick sentence, a quick quote coming from one of our customers.
No, in fact, this is something that happened to me very often. Antonio was mentioning about the learning and how hard it is to learn and to realize that. How many of you knows BTP? How many of you really knows all the elements of BTP? No one.
Not even us.
Not even us. Okay, there is no chance. BTP grows so fast. We went from Java as a service to cloud platform to cloud integration. We merged together. We include analytics. We include machine learning. We include a lot of things. We put it side to S/4HANA. We have software as a service deployed and running on top of it, like digital reporting and compliance, cloud solution, SAP for me, etc. It is humanly impossible. Know that.
Absolutely.
So every time we go to customers and we use Future Ready Enterprise approach, we got this answer. And the answer is, this is an eye-opener. Now I know what do I have. It's not just a use case. It's a powerful platform as a service we are having. Now I understand where I can go.
And absolutely, adopting BTP, we have to consider what are the main challenges that you need to address, consider what is current knowledge, skills, what is the pace of your journey, of the pace of your digitalization process also, no? Because, we always say one size does not fit all. And it's especially true when adopting technology. okay? So you have to pick up the right pieces at the right time and combine them in the right way, and might be a very complex journey. And again, one single path designed for a customer most probably does not work for any other customer, right? It has to be kind of customized. Then, from here comes the need of a methodology which could allow us to drive you in the right way, and with the ultimate goal, there's one goal only, which is a successful adoption at the right pace, with the right components, and giving you, maximizing the return of investment that you have already done, basically. Yep. And this is exactly matching what Lippi was saying. Everybody knows BTP, but you most probably, you started your journey addressing a specific use case, so your knowledge is within that context, but you have access to a platform which could enable you doing a lot of other things, and you simply don't know it, right?
Absolutely.
Okay. Let's move forward.
So the main idea is very simple. You cannot go directly to BTP and say, everything for me. What I learned from a customer, Spanish customer, say, you need to split the elephant. And we did split the elephant in 6 different maturity, high technology domains. Those domains will help you to focus in which part of that domain, of that area of BTP, you need to address effort and how to get the most out of it. So we divide BTP in 6 different domains. You can get a copy of it, Antonio, don't worry. I will grant you to get a copy of that.
And certainly, so everything starts with the kind of, let's call it maturity assessment, which doesn't mean we want to assess your level of knowledge. It's not that, but understand what is the level of needs in terms of those identified domains. And of course, we make an analysis at business level and also as well as technical level with different, possibly different stakeholders. So it's a kind of complex matrix considering all the technical domains, possibly different line of businesses with different business needs, and also different technical actors that you see mentioned here, no?
Yes, and also you have these dimensions. We go through the say, okay, we took this level, let's talk about integration. We talk about the strategy with the right guys, but we also say, do you have the BTP knowledge on this domain? Do you have the delivery capability? Sometimes, yes, I want to go to the moon, but I don't have the partners who can come with me and help me to go to the moon. That will change my pace. That will change the time it will take to go to the place I am, further to the place I want to be.
So this ladder represents the different maturity level. Of course, the goal is to get to the highest as possible. But for different domains, we might stay at different maturity level, and we might aim to different levels. So let me give you an example. We're just getting started, so very low maturity level, and maybe we are getting started with the integration topic, okay? And since we are running a deep transformation, company transformation around integration, the goal is to get to a very high or medium level, like standardized integration approach within the company, okay? While maybe for what is related to application development, we already stay at a very scalable execution, which means that every time we have to develop a new UX app. We exactly know how to leverage BTP, and we have already dedicated resources. We know where to get access to information, how to get help, et cetera, no? So we combine those information.
Yes, and you know, BTP is different. It's the only product at SAP that have pay-per-use. You say, I want to use it or not. I want to use when. I am not forced to use BTP. BTP is the only product at SAP that have a public prices. You go to the Discovery Center, you do the estimation, you know exactly how much it's gonna cost you. That doesn't happen in other products with BTP, and we need to have a different approach. Being a level adoption is fine. It's what I need as a company. I don't need to be a center of excellence unless I really want it, and that will add value to my organization and the use of a technology. So here we are with a methodology that will help you to go first to clarify where are you. Sometimes you talk with a customer and say, oh, I'm on level 0. Put something below explore BTP. And they say, no, let's go to all the dimensions. Let's do a proper analysis. And they realize they are in adoption or standardization already. They just need to do some fix to get into the full level. We have customers and partners that say, I want to be a center of excellence, especially when you talk about security. Oh, no, security is first. We need to get security to the top. And then you realize where you are and the road that's gonna drive you to that place.
And at this point, probably you are wondering how effectively we do implement this methodology, and it's very, very easy, very simple. It's basically a kind of questionnaire, little survey, and to be honest, we do 99% of the work for you because we know each other, and typically the approach, so the best would be work together on it, but also to speed up and be efficient. Knowing you, we prepare a kind of template, a kind of proposal, and then we can discuss it together. Of course, what is crucial for us is that you are kind of sharing some important information, like what are your business plan, what are the upcoming initiatives that you potentially might focus on, or you would like to focus on, but for some reason you don't have enough time to skill up to, to those because you don't have knowledge, etc., etc. And why that's important? Because right after the maturity assessment, the goal is to identify a set of activities to be run, which could bring you to one level to another.
So it's very simple. You say, I want to go from here to the airport. What I have to do? I have to go out, catch a taxi, call an Uber. I realize there is no Uber, so I need to do something, and they will drive me to the airport. Then in the airport I have to do certain tasks. Here it is the same with BTP. Probably you don't need to go to the airport because you live in Sant Cugat, right? But I need to take a train. So they're gonna be, every single customer have a different path. And they start in the same point. We start here. We move into another place. So in order to identify if I go to the airport, if I go into Sant Cugat, or if I go into Valencia, or if I take another plane, I need to do certain steps. I need to take a certain task. And that is the result of the first analysis we do for every single domain. So we create a road that will help you to go into the place you want to be.
And a very common question, and by the way, if you have any question, feel free to interrupt anytime.
Absolutely.
It's Friday afternoon, it's quite late, so we don't want anybody to get asleep, but so a very common question that typically pop-ups at this moment is, okay, should we spend money for those activities? Are you talking about consultancy services, SAP services, whatever? which is a fair question, and the answer is absolutely not necessarily, I would say. Why? Because we have a lot, we can definitely deliver a lot of free activities. Maybe some of those activities is just address you to the right content, right documentation. We have a colleague pitching about Open SAP, for example. Maybe, to move to one step to another, it's enough to get knowledge about a specific topic, and you can get it for free, accessing those documentation. In other cases, sorry, Lipi, in other cases, of course, maybe a different approach might be required. So you can leverage also consultancy through services, maybe leveraging your support contract. And we realize also that around the content of some support contract, there is a foggy area, right?
Yes.
So it also helps.
We have probably, and this is the interesting part of this, we tell you what you have to do. We tell you if we can get it without cost, included within the SAP maintenance. We have, if you already have kind of preferred success, you can leverage, because that can be included in preferred success. If you have a premium engagement that is fully completed, or even you say, okay, I need it. Can it be done by a partner? Because I already have a contract with my partners, and my partners have the full capability to do the delivery. Yes, absolutely, you can do it. So we'll give you all the recommendation and options you have on the table, and we will definitely validate if your contracts already include that.
Absolutely. And in the end, once we have identified the right activities for a specific domain, etc., we agree together on a roadmap to deliver those. And of course, it's a flexible.
It is on your pace. You remember the second slide? In the middle, it says a pace, operator. It's not the same that if I try to run a marathon today, I will not get 100 meters. But probably Bernard, who was there, that is athletic condition, he will get the 5 minutes marathon. It will not be my case. I'm very sure of that. But I need to go on my pace. I will probably finish the 5K on 2 hours, 3 hours, and that is absolutely fine. So what we do here is we create a roadmap together with you. We do the maturity assessment, we identify the activities and we create a roadmap that adapts to your pace, to your capability of implementation, to your needs, to give prioritizations. Taxes, you have prioritization to fill the taxes. That will be first approach, not user experience. I don't care if it's ugly or not, but it fill my taxes, I don't define. That is important. So we adapt this roadmap to you, and this roadmap is important because it's made by you. You made a commitment. You are the one who are in the driver's seat, behind the wheel.
And just a couple of slides more to conclude. So I think we mentioned already all those that we believe are benefit from a customer perspective. So aiming to the return of investment. So I'm thinking of a CPA contract where you have access to the full spectrum of BTP services, and maybe you're just leveraging a couple of them. Maybe just because you have never thought about different use cases or different opportunities, no?
Yep.
So, because of the, as well, also the Lippi was mentioning again the approach and implementation at your speed, at your pace, with an agreed roadmap. And this is bringing, of course, a strategic way of doing things.
It is a strategic, and you will start seeing future-ready enterprise more and more and more and more every single day. If you go today to the SAP integration methodology, right, the ISAM page, in the public, you will see future-ready enterprise. You will see the maturity assessment. You will see all the approaches. What is our main goal? If we work together in the same approach, you will have a strategic approach. So partners, SAP, customer, enthusiasts, even competitors can use future-ready enterprise.
And last but not least, there are obvious benefits also for system integrators, our partners, because of course this is bringing basically more engagement opportunities, also enablement opportunities, and so on and so forth.
We have already defined more than 400 activities that match this matrix. 400 that need to be executed by partners, by SAP, by customers. So you can imagine as a partner having a structural approach, and they can refer to the same activities we can get.
I think this was basically the last slide, but we do have also an example.
Yep. It is important to, as I told you, Future Ready Enterprise will be in more and more documents for you. We have this document that is a public one, and that help us to give you guidance how to get the most out of BTP when you are running a RISE project. And how we do that. I can give you a best practice guide, I can give you some recommendations, or I can go to a document that help me, it is on the, yes, that help me to guide you on best practice on RISE. Here we're talking about the unified inbox, the task center, where you can get all the incoming workflows of approval from Concur, from S/4HANA, from SuccessFactors, from different POs or Ariba. You have all the approaches you can get here. You have the one domain model. The one domain model is important because we acquired Concur, we acquired SuccessFactors, we acquired Signavio, we acquired Ariba, and all of them were created with the different data models. And we are able, via BTP and Future Ready Enterprise, to create a box with a unified data model that will simplify the developers, right, to get it in the products, because they don't need to worry about how is this field name in SuccessFactors, how it is a multi-banking event structure. I get everything in a single box. And it is mentioned in this document. So as a homework for the long weekend, they're going to be rainy and windy, I will recommend you to go to this document and have a read of that. And with that, Diego, unless you have any...
With that, I think we are at the very last slide, which is muchas gracias, actually.
Thank you.
And if you have any question, we are happy to answer, just in case.
You can take it online, you can take it offline. We are more than happy to help you with this topic. And it's Future Ready Enterprise. This is the way how BTP, how the Mandalorians say, this is the way, right?
This is the way. Thank you.